the headmaster was actually quite rude to us.
It's a male teacher looking at a girl child. What's next?
Nobody's going to stand up for your child except for
No.
you.
The principal's first stance is to say, did this teacher actually say this?
Isn't your first stance
Well,
also protecting the children?
I couldn't play outside because I was victimized because of my body. And I'm saying, no, it's not going to happen with my child.
I love the fact that you guys do this. You DM me a lot on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook, and for the most part, I really do try go through every single email and tweet that I get.
It's not always possible, and I want to say, like, we really try, but sometimes it's just not possible to get through everyone.
But because the truth of the matter, when I first joined 947, it was called Highveld. The first thing I was told was that this radio station does not belong to you or anybody on it.
Yep.
This radio station belongs to the citizens of Johannesburg and
Everyone
Pretoria.
listening.
Everybody listening. This is why we wake up and we do this.
Absolutely.
And the moment you forget that, babe, pack your stuff and leave.
And that's why, so some mornings we have a lot of fun and we have jokes and we create fragrances and we do all sorts of silly things that everyone enjoys. But there are moments that we go through the emails and social media and we spot something and you just go, I've got to hear what the story is because this doesn't sound right and we don't want this in our city.
So got a DM on Instagram from a lady by the name of Tisetso. She says, "Hi, Sis Anele, I need you to please speak about this and expose teachers, some of them who are bullying our kids at school because of their body weight. I had to go to the school. I was quite upset. I went to the school, my daughter's school, because an assistant teacher told her last week, it makes sense why you're so fat, you don't eat veggies and fruit." Ever since then, my child has been refusing to go back to school or even take a lunchbox because of this, I had to pin her down and ask her what happened. Now, this is the thing about bullying people around food, hey. You get to, you find adults, and I've had friends like this because they were bullied about their food when they were younger, is you eat in private.
Well, this is the thing. I was going to say, there is someone that you and I both know, who has carried this kind of, I don't know where it started for that person, but they've got issues with food. And this person, there's nothing wrong. They will literally refuse to eat with the rest of us. Literally
They'll
refuse.
never eat
They'll
in front
never
of us.
eat in front of us.
Because of something somebody said
somewhere
when they were young. And then the mom wraps this up and says, all my life I've been big. And at the age of 9, I resorted to isolating myself because I was bullied for my weight. My daughter is also big, but I'm trying by all means to raise a confident child. But an assistant teacher goes and bullies her because of her weight. I just cannot. Anele, what must I do? And also, I grew up as a big child as well.
Yeah.
Right? But she's right. You can raise a confident child. Because I was big, but I was like, whoa, leave me alone type of thing. But that's because my parents made the environment be safe for me.
You see, and this is the thing about especially weight with kids, right? My sister, I'll use this example.
You've said this before.
My sister, she's absolutely confident, super successful woman, right? Still carries issues around her weight. Still. And she's a 40-year-old CA.
Married,
super successful
kids,
high
everything.
up in an organization.
But there's a niggly thing.
It's still there.
I'm not enough because of my weight. She said so. You are the mom who sent us this. Good morning. Welcome to Anele in the club.
Good morning, Sis Anele in the club.
Listen, we tried very hard to get hold of the school. The headmaster was actually quite rude to us from Littleton Manor, but it's fine. I understand the pressure. Of trying to make sure that this thing is done properly. We also tried to get hold of the education department. Somebody also from the department wasn't lacquer to us.
Yeah, they
there.
gave us a little bit of a run around.
It wasn't Steve, though. It was Colin. Yes, Colin was the one who was rude. It was like, and it's like, no, you don't speak to me about this. You speak to Steve. We're like, okay, please give us Steve's number. I don't have it. Leave me alone. We're like, okay, civil servant. Thank you very much, Colin, from the education department. But here we are. The school says they're investigating. Personally, I don't think there's things to investigate. Somebody said this to a child. Just deal with it. And here's the thing. They said, so if they'd come and apologize immediately and then work from there, would you have accepted that a little bit better than what you're accepting now?
The reason actually I went on school on Monday, Sis Anele, is because I actually wanted to see this assistant teacher, see him face to face, speak with him and find out from his side what took place. Now, the reason why I got so mad was because he was so cocky and his answers did not make sense. Now, my mother had to accompany me to the school because things like this actually get me all heated up in the corner. I lose it. So my mother had to be there to be the voice of reason. And my mom kept on saying to him, listen, even if you said it in passing, it's okay. We just want to hear your side of the story. Because now we have a child who keeps saying, I can't go to school today because my tummy is sore. No, don't give me my lunch. Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine, my love. I understand. When our children hurt, we hurt just as much, and I hear it, And your mom saying to this teacher, do you know how far an apology goes immediately from that assistant teacher to your little
That's
girl?
what we're saying. That's what we're saying. I said to him, listen, I'm willing to end this thing right here and right now. I just want to hear your side of the story. And then the principal asked him, do you ever look at the kids' lunch boxes? He's like, not really. No, I don't. I mean, why would I make a comment like that? I love kids. And then 2 minutes later, he changes. He's like, I always tell them that they're eating nice food. And my mom asked him, how do you know that they're eating nice food if you're not looking at their lunch boxes? Because this is where the story is not making sense for us.
So can I ask how, because I haven't followed this, how old is your child?
My child is 8, turning 9 in August.
Oh, so same as my child. Sorry, got distracted there. But now my cry is, it's a male teacher making a statement about the appearance of a little girl.
Yes.
Do you see what I'm saying? There are just so many levels of danger here with what's going on.
Everything about this.
Exactly. Because now how we sit and analyze it, even my sister was like, listen, I'm looking at a point of, it's a male teacher looking at a girl child. What's next?
Yeah. What is
that?
That
was the question. What's next? He's talking about the size of a body, but what's next?
So I want to ask, where did you and the headmaster end things off? Like, and it's a good question to ask. What's next? What does the headmaster say is next right now?
On Monday, she said to us that she was going to send out letters to my daughter's friends who were around when the teacher said that, because 3 of her friends were sitting around her when the teacher said this. And then from there, they will need to investigate this matter. And he was told that he needs to be away from the kids and be in the media center of the school. And I'm like, but he's still around the kids because they go into the media center, But then, like, it's fine. Sort it out, however. But yesterday, when I asked one of my daughter's friends' moms to say, did you receive the letter? Have you signed it? Because I want this to be done and dusted with. She asked me, what letter are you talking about? Because my daughter never received a letter. She told me about the incident, but she never received a letter for me to sign and say, it's fine, you can question her. So when your producer calls me and then calls the school, this is only when Mr. Colin actually called me.
Started the investigations.
Yes. And said to me, no, the school has contacted me. I'll be assisting you with the case and stuff like that. Please send me an email to tell me the details of what really took place and what happened.
Yeah.
And again, Anele, the reason why I actually contacted you on Monday is because my gut feeling told me that, listen, this thing will not get sorted right now.
Well, and I just want to say this because we this happens every now and again that something pops up at a school, and we've had discussions about this, right? You don't need a commission of inquiry, right?
No.
When it comes, but here's my problem: you don't need a commission of inquiry, right? This could have been sorted very quickly, immediately. But I just feel like the principal's first stance is to say, did this teacher actually say this? Let's first check if the teacher said this. Guys.
And I get that as a principal, you want to protect your staff.
Yeah.
But what about the kids? Isn't your first stance also protecting the children?
It doesn't matter. The kid interpreted it like it was said in this way. It doesn't matter. That's how the child feels.
And the child is 8 years old.
And the child is 8 years
that's
old.
The interpretation.
And that's all we want is to get it fixed.
So firstly, to say so... To say so, Cindy, I just wanted to commend you on your bravery for going to the school, because that's the first step. So many parents hear these stories from their kids and then they take the teacher side and they say, well, maybe he didn't say that. Well, maybe he did say that. And then they don't want to approach the school because they're so worried about how the school is going to react.
Victimize
and
the
if
child.
their child is going to be victimized, right? And then so often a child will just leave the school and the school has no idea why. And we don't know how many more kids are being spoken to like this in this way. So by standing up for your child, because at the end of the day, nobody's going to stand up for your child except for you. You are your child's PR person, marketing person,
Bodyguard,
comfort, everything.
security.
Nobody has your child's best interest at heart except for you. So to approach the school was the right response. Their delay in getting back to you and in reaching out speaks volumes in that they have not handled it properly. So that you are right in now following up and saying, hang on a second, why is this not being followed up? And why is this man talking to these children this way? Teachers don't realize the effect their words have on kids for the rest of
their
time.
Yeah.
And kids will remember, you can compliment a child 10 times and you can insult them once. They'll only ever remember the insult.
He said, so here's what we're going to do. Because we're out of time at the moment. This is something that we're going to walk through this journey with you, right? We're going to call the headmaster again. This is Littleton Manor, hey?
That's Littleton Primary School. Yes.
Littleton Primary.
Littleton Primary School, not Littleton Manor. My apologies. We're gonna stay on this Littleton Primary. I know it's in Centurion. We're gonna stay on this. I'm gonna work this journey with you. But I just want to reiterate, and that's how we're gonna end it today. What Cindy said. Well done to you for not taking it lying down, because most people would want to sweep it under the carpet because you don't want your kid to get singled out and all of that. And I would really high five them in the face if they continue to victimize your child after this. I really would.
Honestly, what I wanted to do this past Monday, I think I would have been arrested, but then my mom was there to calm me down, try and calm me down. Because honestly, if she wasn't there, I think I would have jumped over the table. Because that's the first thing I wanted to do.
No,
because
stay calm.
I cannot have a child who grows up being so, actually growing up like me.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't play outside because I was victimized because of my body. And I'm saying, no, it's not going to happen with my child.
It's enough.
You know?
It's enough.
It's not going to happen with my child. It happened with me. It's not happening with my child. I'm 38 years old and I'm still struggling with it up until today. It's not happening with my child.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we are fully behind you, Tisetso. Like I say, this journey, we're going to walk with her every step of the way.